Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I had to dust the rust off, and hopefully everything works out here. We got qualifying here once again for Thursday Night Thriller. There, brought to you by Moonlight Racing League and the Vortex Racing Network. I am your host, Kevin Kyle, and it's been a minute, but hopefully we'll get this thing figured out. And hit me up on Discord or text me if there's something wrong. Is all I can say. As jumping back in the saddle again, but we're here at Daytona. I believe this is week 7 for the boys here in the truck series, as we're taking a look at qualifying being taken underway right now. Looks like Matt Tucker, you might want to put an F at the end of it instead of a T when you talk about him, but Matt Tucker is on the pole right now. The Rooster, Mr. Babcock, third, as Volpus jumps up to second there as he completes his qualifying lap. Let's see if we can catch anybody else out there on track right now. Like I said, just bear with me. It's been a minute, but hopefully we'll have a great night of racing here on the Vortex Racing Network, as we are in qualifying right now, 10-minute session. Looks like we have a total of 14 trucks on the track tonight, and let's go over some of the winners. Last week at Dover, we turned down the there a little bit. Last week at Dover, Joey Stiers took the win, as he is a part-timer. Other notable drivers this year is going to be David Owens in high in the point standing. 6 starts, 2 wins, locks himself into the playoffs. A total of 17 bonus points. Really doing a great job there, as always, as David Owens knows his way around a truck or two. Joseph Volpis, also 6 starts, 0 wins though, but second place in total points. So he is not locked in technically without that win, but he's on the right path, as Matt Tucker also has a win. He's locked in. Robert Babcock has a win, locked in. And if I keep scrolling down, I think Matt Novella has also won, but he only has 3 races to his credit. So we'll have to see how the eligibility works out with that as get going here. And I believe this is the first super speedway that the guys have had here in the season, in week 7 here in the fall 2025 season here. As sorry, just thinking, I'm trying to find some action on track, see, get you guys some shots of the trucks qualifying. Here we go. Here's Pfeiffer, the 85. Yes, I get correct on that. Go on board. It's pretty loud. I apologize. As we just take a look, Patrick Cowgill. I think that is a DDI driver. He takes the pole right now. The beautiful number 31. I have a soft spot for the number 31. All right, here we go. Going to do some housekeeping for you boys so everyone knows what's going on here. The setups are fixed. Let's see. Ovals, they got about 78% fuel on a full tank. So just remember that they're running 78% fuel. Bonus points are awarded for race winner, gets an extra 5. Fastest lap gets a bonus, 1 bonus point. A lead lap is 1. Most laps lead is 1. And 0 incident points, you get a bonus 2. So keep that in mind. And there's stage points. For fields less than 20%, they're going to pay out 1st through 7th. And it goes down in numerical order from there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, corresponding to your finishing position in that stage. And also qualifying, pole position earns a bonus point. So lots of ways to get bonus points in this format here in the Moonlight Racing League Thursday Night Thriller Truck Series. And once again, thank you guys for all being here tonight. As qualifying is, we're still got about 3.5 minutes left till we get going here. So we'll just take in the sights and sounds, see if anybody else can match Cowhill there. I think we only have one more driver yet. Oh no, we got actually a couple more drivers. I'm sorry, we got 14. 15, 16, 17, 18 drivers. So very nice. Zach Panzarella jumps in here. He graces us with his presence. He's never one to be on time, but he just made it by the skin of his teeth here as Zach makes it into the lobby. AJ Binish, another great trucker, has yet to run. They're waiting for the track to cool down. I believe that's what's going on here. They're using some strategy. Matt Novella is on a race. Pretty good trucker also. Andrew Bolander, another guy that's really good. Who else to keep a lookout? Steve Lewis, old teammate there in the Generation X. Good to see Steve out there. Don't count out old Louie. David Brenner, Chris Cowgill, related to Patrick Cowgill. as the 31. I'm not sure how Cal. Oh yeah, that's right. I did call Calgo at the pole. Right now he's got a hold of it tightly. Patrick Calgo holding onto that pole very tightly, not letting anyone get to the top of the pole. He is holding on firmly with a 51.357. So good to see Patrick up there. We got 5 more drivers yet to take the field. They might be starting in the back or letting the track cool down. So we'll just sit tight and relax. But yeah, I am your host, Kevin. Glad to be here tonight. Oh, who's this? That looks like Andrew. Andrew's in the truck getting those tires warmed up. Burning off some fuel maybe? I don't know. But that is the number 11 of Andrew Bolander. I really wish I could see YouTube chat. YouTube live control panel. Oh, but I need all the damn information to get in here. Let's see. Just looking on a way to keep an eye on chat. Because I'm a man of the people. I like to interact with my viewers. It's sad it's been that long since I've done this. Oh, 5 live viewers. Now they're gonna leave. Now that I've scared them away. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, we're not gonna worry about it. I don't want to mess anything up. And I don't want to watch myself talk, is basically what I'm trying to say. But let's get back. Let's see if anyone's going to get on track. Yes, Andrew. I'm not sure why we're not getting any footage of Andrew behind. Why is all the TVs on? Do that. There we go. All right, let's listen up to Joe here.
I know Daytona's a pretty chaotic one here, so just a couple things to note that are different than usual. Since it is a super speedway race tonight, remember no passing below the double yellow line. And that does include the final lap as well. So keep that in mind for the race, that if you pass somebody below the double yellow, to immediately give the position back. If it's not given back, you will be black flag. If it happens on the last lap, you'll be penalized to the last car on the lap that you are on. So just keep that in mind for the race here tonight. Let me pull up this for tonight's race. Okay. Of course, you know we have a stage break where there is a caution flag. Tonight's stage break will be on lap number 32. So remember, that's going to be the end of 32. That's a bit of a weird number.
32,
so the
guys,
end of 32, break. Start of 33. Since there's only 18 trucks here, that means the top 7 will score stage points. So after 7th place,
75 laps,
crosses the start-finish line, is when I'll throw the caution for that. Remember, pit road closes when the leader takes 3 to go.
Looks like we did not have everyone qualify. People are going to start in the back.
That's when the pits will close as well. So keep all that in mind for tonight's race. With the way that the stages fall and the way cautions sometimes happen at these kind of tracks, pretty much the same lap number is going to be the end of the stage. So if we get around lap 27, 28, and there's a caution, that's when the stage will be called. So remember, if that does happen tonight, then it's the last green flag lap that gets completed. That counts for the stage. I just want to cover all the bases for the race tonight just to make sure we're all on the same page. We got 75 laps here in the daylight of Daytona. Let's make it a good one, especially since we got Kevin Kyle doing the broadcast here for tonight.
Yeah, you guys are very lucky.
Vortex Racing Network.
I'm here doing this. In the chat. There's a lot of guys in this field that got a bone to pick. Just messing around, everybody. I love everybody in this league. Everyone, just big squishy feelings. Love and peace to everybody. All right, we got 75 laps. That was Joseph Fulpis. They're our admin here in the league helping out. He's a man of many faces there, old Joe. So you heard him. Lap 32 is going to be our stage. 75 laps. So it'll be interesting to see. And remember, they pay out the top 7 drivers that cross that finish line. So we'll keep an eye on that, as these bonus points are going to be very important. And let's turn down that music a little bit, and let's get ready to rock and roll here. As the Vortex Racing Network is proud to bring you Thursday Night There are so many play on words in this league, like Monday Night Mayhem and the Thursday Night Thriller, Friday Night Thunder. Very good words. I just get them mixed up every once in a while. Like I said, I'm getting the dust off, guys. What do you want from me? All right, here we go. Cal Gill on the front row against Matt Tucker. Joseph Fulpis is going to be on your second row against Thomas Fox. The Rooster Babcock there lining up against Scotty Estep. Jeff Pfeiffer, Richard Swingle going to bring up your row number 4. Row number 5, Alex Hillman and the brother from another mother, number 10 of Cal Gill repping. You got Cal Gill in first and 10th. You got Brenner and Louie there bringing up row 6. Bryn, I think, Bolander are going to be bringing up row 7. Row 8, Owens and Panzarella. What a couple right there. Keep an eye on those two. And AJ Binish and Matt Novella bringing up the rear here in this 18 truck field here. Live from Daytona International Speedway. As we get a great look at that iRacing official pace truck there, brought to you by Chevrolet. Remember, I don't know. Oh, I'm getting out of control here already. All right, here we go. I haven't been drinking. I've been sober for a few weeks, so get ready for this one. Oh, I'm rooting for that number 25 of Tucker, unfortunately, because of that Mr. Pip truck. That is looking awfully tasty. I am a connoisseur. But here we go, folks. That pace truck is coming out of 4, I believe, as we're going to be getting ready for that truck. Oh, backstretch. Is he coming out of 2? No, he's coming out of 4. We're ready to rock and roll, boys. Here we go. Green flag is amongst us. Truck is off. Going to wait for that green flag. And there it is. The green is out. Look at that beautiful SDK Gaming. Woo, that thing is beautiful as these trucks are off to the races. Lap 1 out of 75 is underway here. And you can only find all this action live on the Vortex Racing Network. Turn that down a little bit. I know those trucks are coming in loud. A little more. All right. All right, looks like they're still drag racing, not too much movement as the moment. Let's take a look up here in our farmersonlyblimp.com. Remember, folks, you don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com, but there's Owens going 3 wide early at the top of the track there. He's got a buddy. It looks like Matt Novella. Looks like Matt Novella is making a deal with the devil as they're going 3 wide early. It's not even lap number 2 as Owens and the Novella are pushing their way up a 2-truck tandem. As they are just making their way up head of steam. They're not scared as they pushes all the way up to the right side using that high line. Oh, we got a car truck out of line. He wants to go up that. Looks like the number 97, I'm sorry, making a move up to that top lane of Swingle. As Swingle's going to join in as, oh my Lord, we're already going 3 wide, 3 rows deep. The 57 gets backed up by the 31. Roger the Babcock Rooster there getting put back a little bit as the Mr. Pip truck's going to now hang him out to dry. That looks like Joseph Fulpis getting hung. Oh, Joseph's up into the wall. Matt Novella gets loose. Matt's paying the consequence here early as we got a big wreck early on here Thursday night, not even lap number 2. And we got our first caution here, folks. As you can see, oh, let's take a listen to the team radio. Nothing yet. I can't hear nothing yet, but let's see exactly.
Picking up the pace car.
They're picking up for the pace truck. All right, let's take a look at what happened here. All right, let's play it back and see maybe where everything took place here. Okay, Matt Novella, we're not calling you out yet. We're just taking a look at what happened. We're going to wind this thing. You know what? It was the 25 coming down and leaving Joseph up there in no man's land. He's going to be falling back, but let's take a look at Joseph here. Yeah, Joseph just gets up in the Matt and the 97 there, and it looks like he just caused it. Let's take another look. Or did Swingle come down? I don't know. I think Joseph just gets up there and causes his chain reaction there. Lewis, the 16. Guys trying to stay out of trouble are in trouble. And that's what happens when you stay further back in the pack of the field. Oh, now John Deere adds insult to injury to the Novella truck there as he gets him a little more damage into the outer wall. But let's take a look. That's unfortunate there for everyone involved. Hate to see it. You know what? Being on this side of this, it's not that bad, guys. I'm not getting so pissed off when people get wrecked. And when I say people, it's me. So this might be therapeutic for me watching this from afar. let's see if anybody brings it downtown to get some fuelage there. Let's see if there's any tricks to be played as we see the field there following the pace truck. Anyone diving it in? Yes, we got everyone. A couple trucks diving it in. That's the 25 at Tucker, the 31 at Cowgill, maybe Vulpes. Some guys getting some damage looked at. John Deere there. There's Zach Panzarella, AJ Binish, and Matt Novella there bringing it downtown. Owen stays out. Thomas Fox stays out. Pfeiffer stays out. We'll see how they do coming out of the green flag there, getting set up with Owens out front. Big move there by Owens and company on the outside, but it did cause trouble early on the second lap there, as that was an aggressive move, and Matt Novella paid the price. So hopefully not too much damage there for Mr. Novella. Still under caution here. First caution of the night came on lap number 2. Caused there by Matt Novella. Joseph Vulpes kind of came up into them, caused a chain reaction. Some cars getting some damage there. So see everyone can rebound. Looks like Richard Swingle, Stephen Brand are still in the pits right now getting that damage fixed. As here comes the pace truck near the pit road. See if they can get out in time. There goes Stephen Brand. He's out. Richard Swingle. He is not going to make it out in time taking care of that damage. As that right front is very damaged. Oh, no, he does. He does. I'm sorry, folks. He does.
Actually, I'm going to take out that, Tommy.
Good job there by Louie. I'm sorry, Richard Swingle. Sorry, Louie. I'm confused. It's been a while. But Richard Swingle able to stay on the lead lap and not go down. Everyone on the lead lap is now, but Swingle's truck does look like it's quite damaged. Owens decides to take that outside lane. He's going to have the 31 of Patrick Cowgill pushing from behind. Early caution here, folks, as we get ready to go back underway. Green flag racing. Remember, 75 lap race tonight. Stage break is at lap 32. Keep that in mind. Going to be paying out the top 7 positions at the line. So those are some of the things that drivers are fighting for tonight. Owens locked into the playoffs already. Just needs to meet the eligibility for races ran, which he's close to doing it already, as he's got 6 or 7 races at this moment already locked in. So lots of guys fighting for different things here tonight. Some guys, this might be their best chance to get into the playoffs. So everyone fighting for everything they can out here tonight. Matt Novella took some of the brunt of that. He's going to be back in 17th position as he's catching up to the field after getting some repairs. So is Swingle. You can see the left front of Swingle's truck very damaged. They're going to need to make sure they don't lose that draft. We're going to have to keep an eye on them. As you can see, that left side lane, very interesting. But here we go, folks. Pace truck is off. Hit the Geico restart zone. And away they go, folks. Here we go. Back green flag racing. Let's see if we get some laps here and see some strategy. But Owen's out to a pretty good jump, but not very connected.
I need a black flag cleared, yeah.
Not connected. Matt Novella asking for a black flag. Not sure why. We've got to check in with them.
Yeah, I got a black flag for passing on the inside, but I was supposed to be on the inside.
They're trying to get it situated.
10-4, did anybody else get a black flag?
Here Joseph Lopez, the admin, doing all that work right now. I know it's a tough job. It's a thankless job. With Joseph doing a great job trying to keep the guys in control.
I don't know what iRacing's doing, but they really need to fix whatever's going on with the black flag.
There you can see what we're talking about there. I like having this radio info if you guys can hear it. Pretty sure you can. But that top lane, only 3 car deep. Owen's protecting that inside lane. Let's see if anybody jumps up to help that outside lane. I personally like the outside lane. I think it's a little bit faster, a little bit more room to work. But you do see what happened to Matt Novella earlier. Things can go bad quickly. As now he's left out to dry. Oh, Patrick almost got left out there to drive by Alex Hillman. Hillman backs off of it, able to get back in line, push count. Now it's going to be a drag race down the backstretch here. Daytona 57 getting bent out of shape there a little bit by the big push. I want to say Pfeiffer in the 85. Yes, that is Pfeiffer. They're all over each other right now. Great job there by Hillman. Hillman needs to make sure he's not overheating that truck, though, by keeping the front of that truck covered up by the back end there. As you can see, Hillman trying to get some fresh air to that thing, but I'm just nervous about him overheating in that 08. Richard Swingle has dropped off the pace quite considerably. He's already 12 seconds back. Richard is on an island. His day might be done here early. Unfortunate there for Richard Swingle. Stephen Bryan also in that accident is doing a lot better. He's able to stay on the track. Those are the 2 major guys that were involved that such. So is Matt Novella. Matt Novella, though, hanging in there, back in the pack in position 15. Joseph Fulpus, on the other hand, involved in that incident. He's holding on right now to 5th place as the pack is starting to get a little more tension. The top line's getting a little more connected. Now we just got some dueling lines here to see who can outpush each other. We'll just have to keep an eye on it, see if anything transpires between anyone. Got a nice wide shot there. You can see some of the DDI boys there running the top lane. That's Alex Hillman in the 8. The number 12 there of Zach Panzarella. Matt Novella also known to run with DDI, but I'm not sure how it's going, but you can see Matt's having a tough time already. He's dropping like a stone right now, in danger of losing that draft. As we take a look at Matt. That 56, we're trying to look for damage. Some damage in front of that Tundra. Not really picking it up, but we'll see if Matt can hang tough. Back up the front, Owens keeps adding onto the laps led counter. Might come in handy there as he's already led a lap, and he's adding on to the laps led to hopefully get another bonus point.
Beginning of 32 completion of 32.
End of 32, start of 33.
It's important.
That was Matt Tucker asking for the stage break. Yes. Matt Tucker's one thing I've noticed about him. He does focus on stage points, and it does work out for him. The points that he's been able to rack up in multiple leagues, in multiple series in Moonlight with the stages, has really paid off for him. As I know in Xfinity he has a lot of stage points, and he seems to focus on that. But he's just really talented driver, able to get stage points and also have great finishes. So getting some questions on when the stage in is. Worrying about fuel there. Nice paint job there by Joseph Vulpes with that New York styled fire department, police department tribute there. Beautiful looking truck there by Joseph. As they're coming around that to 75. They've been keeping it clean so far. Let's see when people are going to start moving up. It's going to probably get closer to the stage break unless there's a missed move. Keep an eye on that outside lane. They're really starting to push, it seems like. Those are DDI League boys, though. I know Cal Gill is races trucks there on Wednesday nights with Zach and Alex Hillman, part of that DDI group. So look for them all to work together, as I see that group of 3 having maybe a little bit of an alliance. And Owens knows about everybody. Owens not afraid to jump in other people's chats and negotiate while the race is going on. So you can't count on David Owens, as he will work with just about anyone to fulfill his will here in winning. It is early lap 13. After he used the high side to move past everyone, he started in the back, used the high side on 3, put fast 3 wide, and made his way all the way to the front before the caution came out. And he's been able to hold on to that spot right now, as Thomas Fox is doing a great job of pushing him. Jeff Pfeiffer behind Thomas, and that's the 22 of David Brenner, all known associates of David Owens. Take it up to the farmers only blimp for a little bit. I love this view. You can really see the momentum change as Pfeiffer there drops a little lower to get some cooling down onto that truck. I'm surprised Thomas is doing a great job of making great pushes on the backstretch and then being able to cool off that truck. Outside lane seems like it's a little bit tighter, but they just can't get anything going. Zach's hanging back just a little bit. Maybe trying to save fuel is something that I would think about if they're trying to make it to lap 32. So keep that in mind. We could take a look at, see what lap times do. Okay, we can see Hillman's lap time. That's the 08 we're looking at. He's in 3rd position. You can see him, he's running a 47.951. And it's almost, a little bit slower, a little into the 48s, back down to a 47. Seems like they might be trying to save some fuel. Let's take a look at Owens here. David Owens, he's running 48s, dips into the 47s there, here and there. Be interesting to see maybe what he was running at the very early lap. Wish I could bring up, well, maybe I can. Yes, I can. Okay, so their best lap times right now have been 47.8. That's been the fastest I've seen someone run. 47.6 right now in the draft, and that was earlier in the race. Right now, they're running maybe a half a second slower, so maybe look for these guys to be saving fuel, trying to make it strategically to lap 32 to get those stage points. And there we can see some of the guys that pitted in the top 8. Owens and Fox, like we said earlier, stayed out. So did Pfeiffer. But Cowgill, Hillman, Brenner, Volpis, and Panzarella all stopped in after lap 3 caution and topped off. So they'll have a little bit more fuel. So we'll have to see how that plays out here throughout the race, as they're all trying to make it to that stage 32, lap 32 for the stage break. Remember, top 7 gets paid out for that. So keep that in mind. All right, let's take a look at Novella. I'm just curious about how the damage has been treating him. Okay, he's doing pretty good. He's hanging in the back of the draft pack, not losing it at all. Swingle's still in it, though. I think Swingle's still working. There he is. I want to see when the lap traffic, when David Owens gets onto the lap traffic there, it might go down another lap. So we'll have to see if it goes green long enough for them to catch Richard. As you're wondering right now, Hillman now pushing the back of Cowgill in that 31 you see on the outside. Still not too much movement. Everyone playing it pretty safe. Let's take a look back further in the field here just a little bit to see how things are shaping up. Inside lane definitely a lot longer, but it starts really breaking up after Pfeiffer's truck. David Brenner seems to be keeping his space, maybe trying to save as much fuel as he can, and it just seems like Thomas Fox and David are really hammering it down right now, staying out in front of that outside lane. But only time will tell right now. Let's go on board with the 31. So it looks like you can see Swingle up there up ahead. He's entering turn 1. So interesting to see how this is going to play out. This is always kind of a sticky situation as they're approaching a lap car. That Swingle, he was involved in that earlier incident. Oh, they're coming up on him in a hurry. Coming up on him in a hurry. We're going to go out wide. Kind of try to see how this is going to react the field here and see where Swingle goes. Swingle's going to stay up high. Here comes the field. Not too much trouble. Zach Panzarella makes through, and here comes a big push from the outside lane. Excuse me. "12 more laps to the stage break. I'm not sure what the fuel window is, but we're going to find out real soon. As David Owens has stayed out, so has Thomas Fox and Jeff Pfeiffer. These guys are committed to their fuel pit strategy. I believe everyone else did come down and get fuel.
Thanks, Matt.
It looks like Steve Bryan and Matt Novella in danger of losing that draft. They need to work together, make sure they don't lose AJ. They probably wouldn't get lapped by stage 32, but just something to keep an eye on. And here we go, big push on the outside by DDI and company. Jofus Fulpis in there splitting up the DDI group. Then you got Zach Panzarella bringing up the rear. And now Cal Gill has drawn even now to the number 8. Hillman doing a great job of pushing through the corner. Gets locked on the back bumper. Thomas Fox doing a great job. I'm really impressed with Thomas. He's being aggressive, pushing David Owens right now in the inside lane. They know they can't lose control of it. Not too much side drafting going on right now. Lap 22. 10 more laps of the stage. Oh, Patrick goes up. He's got lost out of the draft. That's going to break up that outside lane. Not sure if they're switching spots to save fuel here, as Patrick would have definitely been getting hurt on the fuel mileage there, staying out front. So you can only imagine what David Owens is feeling with his foot stomped on it for this long. As now Hillman takes over the role here as the top DDI driver as they battle.
Thanks for dropping in front of me there, AJ.
Thanks for cutting in front of him there, AJ. Oh, we got some tiffs here. Roger Babcock throwing out some shade there on the number 5. As the Rooster irritated with those. I don't know if he knows his wheels are blue. It doesn't really go with that red and white paint job there. But who am I to say? Okay, let's take a look at the front. David Owens still in control. And now here comes the side drafting a little bit more. It's starting to get interesting. Lap 23 here. Here comes Hillman, pushed by Vulpes. Vulpes on the outside, trying to get some clean air. I don't think he's looking to pass him here. I just think he's looking to get some clean air and also keep pushing. Got to be real careful here in the corners. 8 comes down, side by side. Not really a side drafting position per se. And here comes Owens. Owens is going to stay low. He's not going to come up and try to block that 08 lane. Not sure if Owens is looking for a caution here. I'm not sure how the fuel's looking out for everybody. Here we go, a little more action here. Zach Panzarella making his way up. He's number 3 there on the outside lane in the number 12 paint job. Inside lane is definitely longer, more potential for energy. Pushing that hard though behind that top 3. Oh, Joseph getting Joseph's got to calm down there, make sure he's nice and smooth. It's getting a little wiggly there, making some guys nervous. Matt Novella and Steve Bryan did a great job catching back up to the back of the field. not in danger of going a lap down here. Matt Novello just praying to get to the stage to finish up any more repairs. Same thing with Swingle. Swingle's down 2 laps, but the caution comes out. Oh, we got an incident. Hillman goes around into Fulpus. We got cars going everywhere. As a 16 just goes hammered down, hood up, not a care in the world. And we got our
What
second
happened?
caution. That was lap 25. Let's take a look here, folks. As the 16 can't even see out the front windshield. Oh, it's already starting to take place really quickly. Let's rewind that beautiful bean footage. Looks like it all starts from the front. Let's go up to the blimp and take a look. Right there, Thomas Fox comes
Checking out
up.
the base car.
It was an aggressive side draft by Hillman in the 8. Thomas comes up, turns the 8 into turns the 08 into the 8. And then it looks like netcode a little bit, but it is what it is. That sends the 08 into the 13. Kabow! Off the hood of the 12. The 13 it goes airborne, able to keep the truck on the ground, and that causes pandemonium everywhere as everybody's trying to skate by and get this thing figured out. AJ's gonna escape it. No! AJ gets caught and sends the 08 for a ride. And there comes that 16 in like a wrecking ball in the back of the 25, causing some more problems there for Matt Tucker. And adding more insult to injury to 08 takes another shot there. Let's take a look at Joseph and where he ended up spinning into the infield here. And that might have ruined Joseph's day. He might have pitted that car. That is unfortunate for Joseph as he's caught up in another incident. And there's Steve Byrne just giving everyone a salute there as he comes down the backstretch, giving everybody the I don't know. I got to come up with a name of that one. He's a waving, but he is waving everyone. Remember, everybody, you can catch NASCAR radio on Sirius XM. Early Monday mornings on the Monday Drive, you could catch Peter Pistone and Mike Bagley on the Morning Drive. And then later on, you can catch Danielle Schroeder and Larry McReynolds, America's crew chief, on track. Well, thank you for that footage, Farmers Only blimp. Remember, folks, you don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. Patrick Cowgill looks like he might be staying out there on track. Everyone else is pitting. So you have to wonder if Patrick saved enough fuel. I really hate that TV that wants to keep showing the back of the stands. All right, there goes David. David might have took a little bit of damage. David was in there. I can tell you guys some pit times. I can even bring up some pit times, hopefully. It's crazy. You don't do this for so long, you forget everything. All right, so pit strategy. What does that do? Okay, Cowgill. Steve Lewis stays out, but Steve Lewis is staying out to get his lucky dog, I believe, if he wasn't involved. Or, I'm sorry, Richard Swingle. Steve Lewis, though, is going to be your second place driver. My mistake. Steve stays out. He must have enough fuel to make it, or he thinks he does. Owens had to pit. He might be trying to flip the stage, so we'll see when that next flag comes out, if he stays out or brings it back down for a splash. But if he does just splash, he'll be a lot faster on pit road, and that should get him track position for the rest of the race there, in theory. All right, you know what? We're going to go on board with Patrick. We're going to see if we can listen and see if he's shutting this truck off. Sounds like he's just clutching, because I think there's something about maybe shutting the truck off at a certain time. Let's check on them with Steve.
Next caution will be staged in if there's one before 32, just FYI.
Steve's not that much interested in saving fuel. Steve might have more, as Patrick is definitely, you can hear it, he's clutching it. All right, let's check in on AJ. AJ AJ's just going to town. He's not worried about no fuel. All right. Well, truck pace truck lights are off. We're going to be going green flag racing here shortly as we take a long trip around Daytona. But I'm going to rest my voice here, folks. Let you just chill out as I need to rest my voice, man. This thing's I forgot. Big props there out to Mean Gene, Zach Panzarelli for all the talking they do, and Joseph Vulpes and Johnny Replay.
Are we good here?
We're good. We're good.
Pace truck is
First
off.
gear don't work, fella.
Green flag, green flag.
Big jump there by the 31. Steve trying to get that truck going. AJ a little loose there off with maybe those older tires. Already making a big deal there off of a restart. As now you got to watch for Owens. Owens is going to want to jump to the outside. Let's see if Brenner and Stevie can counter it. I know I'd be watching for that in my rearview mirror. And here comes the 8. Here comes the 8. He's not lifting until he sees Jesus or the checkered flag. Now he's going to split the middle, put Brenner in a bad spot. No, he's going to jump back behind. Brenner's opening the door up to get turned. Brenner is trying to pray to God that he can get cleared of Cowgill, but he can't. Pushes Steve Lewis up in front of Cowgill. 29 here, 3 laps to go till the stage in break, top 7 getting paid. Louis on the bottom line. Now Owens and David Brenner working together on the outside lane, see what they can put together. Has Andrew Bolander behind him. Good 3 drivers here to be pushed on the outside lane. See who can join them as they're just going to charge right past the 88. No, not clear yet. Brenner, is he going to drop down in front or stay up top with Owens? Number 8 pushing hard on the 22. Is he going to stay behind and be a good teammate? But here comes the 25 looking to make a 3 wide on the 48. Scotty S-Step, I believe. And that's the 25 of Matt Tucker in the Mr. Pibb truck. Scotty trying to keep that thing centered. The run by to 25 is no good. And here comes Owens. Big push on the 22. The 31 of Cowgill doing a great job, but the momentum on the bottom line is fading as AJ is getting a big gap there between the trucks. The outer lane is put together more, but seems they cannot push past Steve Lewis and the Captain Crunch 88. There goes the 25 of Tucker again, looking the outside to see if someone will go with him. Nobody going with him. They're 3 wide, 5 rows back. Tucker looking for help, looking for someone to jump out of line so he can follow, but nothing given. Lap 31 here. This could be it going into 3. I think they will throw the stage break here at this finish line. Tucker trying to get that 7th spot. Remember, play 7 spots. He's in 7, battling out with Scotty S-Step and Thomas Fox. Here they come to the line. Everyone's staying in line. Brenner edges out Steve. Can Owens edge him out? Nope. And we'll see if that's the stage or not. I'm not sure. It might be the next time around. Okay, looks like they're going another time around. No yellows out yet. Points are still on the table. Next time around will be the stage break. Tucker's falling back again, out of point contention. It's a battle up front between Brenner and Steve Lewis. Patrick Cowgill shoving the 88 Captain Crunch. Here comes David Owens giving a big push. Oh, the 11 got to the outside. The 11 is on the outside. Bolander now jumps up there with Matt Tucker, they're going to squeeze by. David Brenner is getting loose. Oh, it's up into Brenner. Back into Tucker. Oh, and they wrecks himself. The 8 wrecks himself trying to be getting out of shape, and that's what happens, folks. Caution is out, and Steve Lewis is going to get your stage
Brenner,
win.
what were you doing there?
Let's listen into the radio.
Since that lap was not completed under green, then the last green flag lap, so the end of 31 is going to count as the stage.
Oh, my. Is Steve going to...
God damn it.
Controversy, folks. You heard it here first. They're not going to count the lap we just saw. They're going to rewind it back to the next lap because it
Niggle by me there.
finished under green. All right, let's take a look at this incident. The 11 and 25, the pair of cojones they have, but that's what happens. You can see the 11 jump out of line earlier. This is where it all kind of started with the 11 right there. That's the move that helped the 11 get to the outside, not help them do anything else. But let's take a look from here. Keep your eyes on the 11. 11 gets a good run, times it. He's going to go with the 25 of Tucker. Tucker and the 11. Great run there. 3 wide. Now let's keep your eyes on the 8. The 8 kind of gets put up nowhere to go, splits Brenner. Let's rewind it. Let's just see what kind of happens there. Why did Brenner get so high there after he got split? Oh, because he's probably thinking, I'm going to go up top to block that lane. And he wanted to go back down in front of David, and David was already there. And that's all she wrote, folks. Into the 25. Owens goes head in. Let's see what happens at 25. Any more damage to him? Let's take a look at pit stops going on, folks. That's the best I can explain it. All right, pit stops underway here. Matt Novella there getting some needed repairs, finishing up any damage he has. Chris Calgill gonna stay out, I believe. Chris gonna stay out and inherit that lead. Third caution of the night. I'm gonna hey, we're gonna chill out and listen to some music. Oh, I might even have an ad for us to run here. Let's see if this works. What's this? Trophies. Look at these trophies. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, it's my bad voice. My bad, everybody. That bitch way down. Yeah, so, do this stuff on the side for everybody. A little woodworking here and there. You know what I mean? Got a couple wine in the big time.
Man, I thought you had me beat off the pit road.
But yeah, that's our little wood business. So anybody ever need anything, let me know. Be glad to help you guys out. Do fantasy football trophies and whatever else y'all want. Coasters, paddles, baseball bats, you name it. I'll try to make it. All right. Under caution here. Not sure who won the stage. Tell you the honest truth. They wanted to rewind it back to the previous lap, and can't really tell you anything more than that. If I wasn't lazy, we could go back and see, but I don't want to mess anything up. To be honest with y'all. David Owens getting some more damage repaired there from that hit into the main wall. Everybody's still out on track. We got to keep up. Oh, Lewis and Panzarella there took some damage. Roger Babcock also took some damage. Look at Robert's truck. Zach might be coming down to top off. I'm not sure what he did. It doesn't look like he's too bad. Hopefully Louis picked up some points. Teammate on Monday nights with the old Louis there. So hopefully Louis picked up some points there on that stage. He might even won it. Swingle got the left fender on that thing finally. So good to see Swingle there. Hopefully his truck's getting closer and closer, getting fully repaired as Richard Swingle Not sure how far he is down right now in the standings. Oh, he's on the lead lap, folks. He's able to fight his way back and is on the lead lap. Amazing job there by Mr. Swingle. Here comes Owens. Major damage on the right front. That is going to take a miracle to get that thing back going there for Mr. Owens. Oh, that truck's out of shape. That could be the end of his night there. Let's see what he can do. Owens is like a cockroach. You cannot kill him. He finds a way to survive
I need you by.
and make points. All right, here we go. Back up at the front of the field, though. Mr. Cowgill and Joseph Vulpes. Somehow Vulpes' truck is up front after that huge hit. Don't ask me how, but it's there. Ace truck lights are off, and he should be heading down pit road right now. Yes, he goes, and here we go, folks. Back under green flag conditions, third caution of the night. That was for the stage break accident, and here we go from Daytona. Big jump there by the 03. Followed behind there by Steve Brandon as he saw his hood flap. These guys might have a flash repair, guys. You know what I'm thinking? I think they got a fast repair. That's why we're seeing some trucks come back to life. So keep that all in mind. You think Owens would have used his fast repair there with that damage, unless it's not that bad. We'll have to keep an eye on him and see how his truck is speed-wise. But David Owens a lap down right now. You would assume big push there by the 16. Outside lane, though, got a little bit of momentum. Taking it up to the farmers only blimp. Go look at the different lines here, the momentum shifting. Let's take a look at who took pit stops there, or who when the last pit stop laps were for the top 8. Kind of get an idea where guys pitted. All right, we'll settle in, folks, as now we are in for the long haul. Lap 37 out of 75. This is when the fuel strategy, fuel saving schemes will take effect here. Who can make that quick pit stop? And David Owens' day might be done, folks. He is trying to hang on in the back there, but that truck is very, very slow there. That's checking in on David Owens. He's missing the whole right fender, but he said, hell no, I'm staying out here. Look for some shenanigans if the field comes by him again. I can't think any way else he'd want to be staying out there like that. So we'll keep an eye on old David Owens there. Oh, I think I hear the field coming up on him. Nope, not yet. That's a shot from the leader, Chris Cowgill, right now, leading some laps. I'm just trying to see where I can find, if I can find Mr. Owens out in front of him. Not yet, not just yet. Owens is going into turn 1. I believe, guys. I think that's turn 1. Little action there by Tommy Fox. There, got a little outside. Tough thing here is being so close to the truck in front of you, trying to cool that truck off, keeping that fresh air hitting the radiator. You're not overheating that truck. Overheating that truck will cause damage to the engine, and you will not be running hard enough. As Patrick there, you can see the 31. Right. Is he looking for a spot? Really early to be doing stuff like that right now. Let's take a look back further in the pack to our very own Zach Panzarella. Zach Panzarella went to Italy on his honeymoon. Word is he took some driving lessons while he was in Italy to practice on his oval racing. So we'll have to see how that pays off. But very happy to have Zach back racing, and he is a compliment to any league. As you can see, a pair of the DDI drivers there, Alex and Zach in the 12, working together. And we'll have to see how the strategy plays out, basically. There's Owens coming across the start-finish line. You take a look at all that damage on the right front. Chris Cowgill. I think they're coming out of 4. No, they're coming. Yeah, they were. They were coming out of 4 through the trail. They're starting to reel in Owens right now. Right on board with Thomas Fox there. You can just see how much concentration it takes to keep the truck in line and not hit up pushing the wrong way. See on the left side, Stephen Bren there going by. 2-truck tandem giving a little bit of push there, but here comes the outside lane. You see they get a little bit more momentum off the run out of 4. Good for Chris Cowgill there, leading the lap, getting a point for that. Also, adding some tallies there to the lap sled, so you never know. Looking for who's got the point for the fastest lap of the night right now. I got a 46.69, no, a 46.66 by Richard Swingle. So it looks like Richard Swingle is in control of that 1 point for fastest lap right now with a 46.66. Oh, I can do lap sled. Let's see. Let's take a look at old Fox. Will give me lap sled. Currently 3rd. I don't think he's led any laps. Let's check in with Chris. Lap sled 7. Oh my God! Look at this technology, folks. All right, so we can. That's a nice little feature there. There's a nice shot, Chris. The 03 related there to Patrick Cowgill. Let's take a look at old Joseph. He's allowed a left sled of 4. Let's go back to Owens and see what his tally was. See what guys have to do to beat him. 21. The old number 8 led 21, but that might be the end of the lap sled for the old 8 there. As there comes the swarm. You can see the swarm a-coming. All right, very cool feature. We're going to go ahead and put that thing away. I'll have to use that a little more often. I like that.
Lapper go high.
Oh, they're calling out Lapper go high. I have a feeling Owens is going to tell him to shove it. Here we go, folks. Let's see what happens here. Staying low. Making everyone's work around him. It's all right. It's part of racing. He needs to catch the draft, though. He's going to be able to. Going to be able to hold on to that draft. Yes, it looks like he's catching up. He's going to catch you on the end of that draft.
You're good.
The bad hit there. A big check up there by the 08. That might cause some problems, though, for David Owens and company. David cannot afford any loss of momentum there as he tries to stay on the lead lap.
Probably not the best idea to switch lines while somebody's connected to you.
Joseph Vulpes throwing people under the bus. You did not catch what happened there, but you can hear the anger in Joseph Vulpes' voice there. 30 laps to go here at the Thursday Night Truck Series Thriller action here as we got MRL on board, the Vortex Racing Network. Remember, folks, to catch all your racing needs and action, or you want to join a league or more information, you just check out the Vortex Racing Network here and we'll be glad to show you what we can do for you. The 13 all over the back bumper there of Pfeiffer now, as Pfeiffer's going to lead some laps. See what Pfeiffer and Joseph Vulpes can do on that outside lane. Thomas Fox has been doing a great job of pushing. He was pushing David Owens there to 21 laps led, so we know he can do a decent job of pushing for sure. All right, pit stop laps, last pitted, people to keep an eye on. Chris Calgill and Joseph Vulpes last pitted lap 26 and 27. Everybody else has pitted lap 33 or 34. So keep that in mind when the fuel window starts opening up. Calgill and Vulpes are going to have to bring that. Chris Calgill and Joseph Vulpes are going to bring those trucks down early. So they're probably hoping for a caution right now with 28 laps to go. Owens down 2 laps, looking for another caution to get some more of that damage repaired. We're not sure if he didn't use his fast repair or not. I have a feeling he did. As now AJ and David are starting to lose a little bit of that draft. And there goes AJ trying to pull away from Owens. Wonder if they're playing games back there. Up front though, Vulpes has rebounded. Back up to 3rd. Fighting Steve Brin there in the 16. The two brothers are only spread apart by 1 truck there on the inside lane. The 11, Andrew Bolander, bounced back after being involved in that wreck. So did 25. Look for the 11 and 25 to work together. The 97 of Richard Swingle was down 2 laps, was able to rebound after those cautions, get back on the lead lap. So he is in contention. So look out for Swingle there to have a bounce back race. Zach Panzarella got involved in an incident also. Believe the 13 went off his hood. As the 03 line is getting backed up big time. Big push on the outside lane. Scotty S-Step in the 48 trying to close the distance. And Brenner behind the 48 of S-Step. Here comes the accordion effect with the 16 to 31. They get backed up bad. Here comes the 11 and the 25 on the outside lane. 25 came in late. Steve Louis there made his way up in between the 2 cars. So Louis is going to try to grab onto the coattails of the 11. And here comes the Calverley. Here comes the 31 on the outside joining Steve Louis. The outside lane's going to start getting connected. They might start getting a little bit better pushes here. Who can do it more consistently? David starting to lose the draft. Oh no, not looking good for Mr. Owens. Owens praying for a caution. Before another car goes a lap down, that would screw him out of the lucky dog. So keep an eye on that. Car goes a lap down. That will really mess up the strategy of Owens. It might put the nail in the coffin there for the 11, for the number 8. But here comes Scotty. Scotty leading the line. The number 48 doing a great job getting his way up front. Let's take a look there of old Scotty. Laps led number 1, first lap of the race there. Sorry guys, I'm just messing around with the new overlays they got us there from SDK. They updated the NASCAR package, so pretty nice little jobs they did there, making my life. Oh, Louis going to the inside on the 11. There it is. You can see it. Louis making an aggressive move. 48 not happy with it. Backs up to 22 and the 48. Louis, great aggressive move, takes the inside line. Now makes his way to first place. Oh, the 48 gets up to the 11. 11 doesn't like it. Comes back down on him. They're getting that thing straightened out. Scotty S-Step throwing some elbows out, but the 11 of Matt Tucker returns the favor. But you look at the outside lane. You got Murderer's Row there with Andrew Bolander, Patrick Calgill, and Matt Tucker. Zach Panzarella going to bring up the rear there as Vulpes has got shuffled back to the 13th. But remember, keep an eye on Vulpes and Chris Calgill for fuel issues, as they pitted a lot sooner than the rest of the field. But look at that 25 all over the back of the 31, making them a little bit uncomfortable there. They're trying to push past that inside row to get the line. It's the 11 trying to bring the 25 with them. 31's got to be careful not to leave that inside middle open to the 25. I feel like the 25 will have no problem putting them into the sucker hole and dropping them to the rear of the field there. Big push by the 31. 25 giving them another push. Here comes the run. Here comes the run. What do they do? Oh, Calgo's going to drop to the bottom. Going to take the line in front. 11 too late to get there. Here comes the 25 and 11. Now it's Zach Panzarella's turn to try to help the top line move. Swingle needs to get his butt up there to help push the 12. Look at the outer line with the momentum, just being able to move inch by inch at a time, a little bit faster than the rest of the field. Big push there by 11. Look for when the 25 is cleared, if they come down together as a pair. But the 11 and the 25 doing a great job there between the two. Let me get rid of that. There it is. Okay, now we're focusing on the race. Big push there by the 11. I don't like this view. It's too tight. It's too tight. That's not what she said. There's the outside lane working hard. 11 and the 25 together. Oh, a little bit out of shape. There's Zach Panzarella looking to get some clean, fresh air. But Calgill in the 31 trying to will that bottom lane into existence. And here's a big old run there. I'm going back to the blimp, farmers only blimp. Just way better shot here of what's going on. I'm going to turn up the volume on the cars. We're going to just keep it here. I'm enjoying this view. Hope you do at home. Kind of see exactly what's going on. David Owens lost the draft. He is in no man's land back there, but the action is up front here. 21 laps to go. Pit stop's got to be imminent anytime. Look for the 13 of Vulpes and Chris Calgill in the 03 to pull off. They're probably trying to save fuel right
13
now.
Pitting.
Oh, here comes Joe. Joe, and watch for the 03 to go with him. He's got to. The 03's got to go with him. Oh, and here comes Matt Novella like a wrecking ball. Look at him go. 03 slow on the brakes. Oh, the 56 coming in like a hot man. Holy moly, what a pit stop there by the 56. Chris Calgill definitely needs to work on that strategy. But you can take a look here. So let's see. Joseph Vulpes, David Brenner, Steve Lewis, Matt Novella all coming down together. Let's see how well they can get off a pit road together. Single file line now for the rest of the field. They need to make lap time on the rest of the guys that are pitting right now. Let's take a look at the pit stops. Great shot by iRacing. I hate blaming them. But Matt Novella
16 pitting.
out like a wrecking ball. 3 cars together. Got to go, 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 go. Stay together. 3 car.
48 pitting.
What happened to Brenner? Brenner way back. I heard 48 pitting. Scotty Estep coming in. Steve Bryan locks him up, going to the inside wall. Boom! Hits the inside wall into the infield. That is a heartbreaker there for the 16. Is he coming in way too hot? Who is the 48 going to pit with, though? There is no one to help him draft once he gets back out on the track. That could have been a costly mistake there by Scotty Estep in the number 48. As here comes 11 and 25. You know they can go a little bit longer. Let's take a look.
What's up, Ben?
Oh, Matt Tucker, is he calling it out? Is he coming in?
Choose pitting.
Here we go. Here they come, folks. Here comes the line. Here they come down pit road. Ooh, they're coming in hot. I can feel it. They're coming in hot. Everyone gets it under control. 5 cars coming in. 11 of Tucker, 25 of Bolander, Robert Babcock, Tommy Fox, all bringing in those trucks. Any tires for the 11? Nope, looks like it's going to be just fuel only. That hit from Steve Brin there is going to end his day as he's still in pit road, unless that's getting repaired, but I think he already used his fast repair. And that's going to hurt. Zach Panzarella has yet to pit. Neither has Patrick Calgill or Alex Hillman. This is the DDI group. And there they go, passing the 48 of Scotty. You can see how much time Scotty bled off there. And now he needs to be able to catch the back of the field. Let's see what happens. No man's land. That is a heartbreaker for Scotty. Okay, next group we got to keep an eye on is Andrew and see where they. You got to see where Andrew and these guys blend in. There's Tommy Fox. Matt Tucker had a way better job. Matt Tucker, they did not They came in together, but they definitely left not together. Robert Blackcock is one of the guys, but there's Tommy in the 11, Andrew, Matt. Oh my God, Joseph Vulpes is giving Matt a proctology report. Once a year you see Joseph Vulpes? No, once a lap. Joseph is all up in there. I can't believe they're not wrecking how far Joseph Vulpes is up there, but they are pushing that hard. This is a good little 3-car group. If they can catch up to Andrew, that'd be a 5-car group. But the key will be this pack right here. DDI and Brenner. Brenner, though, is not a part of that group going to pit. So look for him to separate, but he's just caught up with this crap. Let's see how long Zach and them go. Let's see what their lap time is. Last lap of 49.03. Matt Tucker and company. I will tell you the time once they go full lap and see where they're at. But Matt Novella and Joseph Vulpes ran a 48.88, so they are faster than this group of 5. Let's wait to see where Matt Tucker and them come up once they cross the start-finish line, just to get an idea. A 47. No, I'm sorry, it has not yet populated. Sorry about that, folks. They did have a really fast lap time, though, pit stop time. They beat the guys they went in with by 2 seconds. Okay, a 49.29. They are losing time. Zach Panzarella, these guys are in the driver's seat. If this thing stays green, they might be able to capitalize on this thing. 15 laps to go here at Daytona. It's coming down to a wire, and it's coming down to a fuel strategy race as we speak. But Panzarella and company making some great lap time. They last ran a 49.08 compared to Matt Tucker's 49.29. Tommy Fox, Andrew, and Matto are running some very fast times, but they are 41 seconds back. This is all going to come down to the pit stop by Zach Panzarella, but they are bleeding time off right now to that backpack. How well can they come in together and leave together? That is the key here. Here's a look at Matt and Robert. Alex is the tail end of that lead pack of cars that have not yet pitted. The top 4 in your picture right here. I know you see more than 4, but Brenner and Swingle. No, Richard is there too. I'm sorry. So Zach, Patrick Calgill in the 31, Swingle, not Brenner. David Brenner is a lap down right now. Calgill is shown in 13th right now. Chris is shown in 13th.
31 spitting.
Okay, here we go. Here it comes, folks. Let's see what they can do.
This time.
This time by. This is a crucial moment here in the race. Can DDI bring it down together as a team and leave as a team? This is going to be crucial to the victory here. Here they come, folks. 03 to 22 stay out. Not a part of the plan. The 12 hits the brakes hard. Might be caught for speeding. Infield trying to hold on to it. Calgill holds on to it. They are choking on execution right now. Alex Hillman makes it in.
Tommy, we're trying to do.
Andrew Bolander is on. Here they are. Here comes the pack. Let's see if they hold Zach Panzarella in the pit lane. That is going to be the question. Zach is not moving just yet. Let's see if Patrick or Richard gets leaving here quick. Yes, Zach got a penalty. I think Zach got a penalty as the 3 cars are leaving. There goes Patrick. There goes Richard. Alex is out. Zach is still in. Zach got a penalty. Andrew Bolander, here they come. Here comes Andrew Bolander. Can they catch up? Did they make enough time? There's the 3 cars out in the distance. You can see it right there entering turn 2. Oh, they're coming up on them fast. Andrew Bolander, Matt Tucker, and Robert the Rooster Babcock. Here they come, boys. They're coming down hard. What's going to happen here? Bird blowing their doors off on the outside. And there they go, folks. The 11 and the 25 now in charge. Can the 31, can Patrick and them get to the back of the draft? Can they catch it to have a chance? Or are they going to lose that draft pack? Oh, my Lord. I think they might lose it, folks. All that work. Can they get the tail end of Richard, of Louis? Can they taste the rear? Oh, they are. They're climbing back, folks. They're climbing back. 12 laps to go here at Daytona. I think I can see a glimpse of hope here from the 31. They came in at 4, but they left as 3. Can Patrick, Richard Swingle, and Alex Hillman make a run here? They are catching up to the Louis. This is going to be a race, folks. There's a shot at the 11. Blimp view. Green flag racing since the stage break. We got excitement all over. Here comes Tommy Fox, the black horse, the dark horse here. Matt Novello trying to get a good push. Joseph Fulpis working together. Remember, Nat Novello might have some ties to DDI, so keep that in mind as the race progresses. But everyone's got enough fuel to make it to the end. Cal Gill has caught back up. Richard Swingle on the inside has caught back up. Alex Hillman in the 08 has caught back up. And we're about to get some really intense racing here from Daytona as we got 11 laps to go here at the Thursday Night Thriller from Daytona. You just see the Matt Tucker all over the back bumper of the 11. Here comes Tommy Fox. You got to make a decision. Oh, no man's land. No man's land. Novella hits the brakes for him. Very lucky by Tommy Fox. That was a big mistake there. And there goes the inside lane. And I know Matt's not going to be very happy with Tommy Fox's indecision there. Oh, as they almost touch back further. Matt Novella is all out of sorts. They're trying to get a hold of this thing. All caused by the indecision there of the Tommy Fox. Now they're losing that pack. They need to get single file now and get to the tail end of the 2. Big push there by the 56. Top lane trying to push. Patrick Calgon gonna get the inside of Joseph. This is just slowing down this group of 6. Patrick now going 3 wide. He's had enough. Not 10 laps to go. 3 wide. Matt Novella on the outside. Tommy Fox looking for a home. Unable to get things situated. Now the bottom line is figuring it out. They're single file. Tommy Fox needs to drop down in front of Matt. Single file racing now. 10 laps to go. That was a big mistake there by the 57. Indecision, hesitation causes a lot of problems here at Daytona. Looking out the back of Andrew Bolander's number 11 Toyota here. David Owens has made a pack there with that's where Zach Panzarella, AJ Binish, and David Owens have found themselves right now. Big penalty there by Zach. Really cost Zach, but at least his teammate was able to make it through and catch up. Zach's still on the lead lap. David Owens is still 2 laps down, and AJ and Zach and Scotty Estep just lost the draft and now are about 42 seconds behind the rest of the field. And Scotty's just out there in no man's land. That is a terrible feeling. All due to pit stop. That's why it is so important and imperative to practice those pit stops. All right, now we're just waiting to see with 8 laps to go who makes the move to the top lane and who follows it. But it's got to happen. It's got to happen soon. Who's going to make the move? Looks like we got, who's that back car? Hillman? 10 cars in this lead pack. I think you guys had to take a drink of water. Single file still here. 7 laps to go. We're just waiting on a move. My heart is telling me that the top 3 drivers are in cahoots, that they're going to work together. I believe. Louis and Swingle, Patrick, Tommy Fox, Matt Novella. I feel like they're all the wild cards right now. Time will tell, and time is ticking down. Time is not on their side as they only have 6 laps to go to get something figured out. Someone needs to get a set of cojones and start that outside lane. Who's it gonna be? I feel like it's gonna be Patrick, but who's gonna go with Patrick? There goes Matt to the outside. Finally, someone grew a set, and here comes Matt and Joseph Fulpis. There they go, two truck team. Now who will follow them? There goes Hillman. Hillman looking to join. There goes Patrick now. BDI up top, gonna have to fill in the rear. And here comes Matt Novella on the outside. Can Matt Novella score a second win here in Thursday Night Thriller? Here they go. They're up to Mr. Pibb of Matt Tucker. Matt Novella on a good one. We're going to the blimp. FarmersOnlyBlimp.com to follow the rest of the action here. Big push there from Vulpes out of turn 4. Where was that? I want to say 2. Yeah, turn 2. They're down the backstretch. Now they're even. Who can push better? Louis needs to get his shit together and really push. Louis is going to be the key link here in this. He needs to get on the back bumper of the 13 and help push Matt. That is the only way this outside lane is going to win. Louis, you need to get it put down on the floor and let's go. That third car is just as important as that second car in this draft. Louis needs to get to the back bumper of the 13 so the 13 can push the 56 back up to the front to have a chance. But with 4 laps to go, it's not looking good. That back line is falling back again. There goes Richard Swingle. Now we might have a chance. Now we might have a 3-car group here that could push past them, as now that bottom lane has only got 3 cars in the top front compared to the 4 on top. Thomas Fox, though, is going to join up and maybe complete that 5th truck. But can Matt Novella and Joseph Vulpes push Swingle up to the front to cause some trouble? Matt Novella doing all he can on the back bumper of Swingle's car. Remember, Swingle's truck was damaged. I think he used the fast repair, so I believe his truck is in good condition, but we're not sure. It's not looking good, guys. It looks like the pushes from the bottom inside lane, those 3 trucks are showing you how it's done, of Robert Babcock, Matt Tucker, and Andrew Bolander. You can see how close Robert is able to say, oh, here comes Owens down on the bottom. Staying on the bottom with AJ Binish and Zach Panzarella. Will they throw a wrench into anything here? Zach needs to stay on the lead lap, though. You almost want to block him to stay on the lead lap, but you can't, right? You want to show etiquette, racing etiquette. But Zach, that's unfortunate for Zach there, is he's going to get lapped, but he will be the lucky dog if anything was to happen. But it's 2 laps to go. It might be too late for that. In your single file with a lap car on the inside, Andrew Bolander loves it right now. He says, sure, let's stay 2 wide. Someone's going to have to make a 3rd line. Owens pushing hard. Owens pushing hard in the 8. 2 laps to go here. AJ comes up in the 11 a little bit, slowing down that top side. Can any cars from the behind make a move and capitalize on this? I know the 11 is not probably happy right now with this lap car group on the inside, or he could be extremely happy as it's 1 lap to go here at Daytona with your FarmersOnly.com last lap. And there goes AJ falling out of line. He's bringing it down pit road. Oh, the Steve Louis going to go up and wreck. He's wrecking the whole field. The 8, Tommy Fox on his side. What a terrible hit. It's going to be a race now between Zach Panzarelli just getting out of it. He wants nothing to do with these 3. He's going to let them fight it out. David Owens is kind of trying to stay in line. Joseph Vulpes now trying to catch a sniff. Can Joseph catch a sniff before the start-finish line? Oh, 25 of Tucker making a move. Getting pushed by Owens. Owens going to push the 25 into the promised land unless Vulpes can get a run here. Nope, it's going to be too late, I think. The 25 wins it here at Daytona. Joseph Vulpes is going to pick up 2nd. Richard Swingle looks like he gets 3rd place. And the 11 of Andrew Bolander are going to pick up 4th. We are definitely going to rewind this. Take a look at some stuff here. Congratulations to Matt Tucker. Makes the move down on the inside at the right time. Let's just take another
Way to stay in it, Dave.
Take a look. 13 pushes it. That's 25 finds the run. 8's going to give him another push. Wow. Owens just gets loose there, loses control. All the other cars decided to back out of it, get out of the way. Owens is out there racing his heart out. Takes a bad bump there. Great push there for the 25 of Matt. Starts losing control there as the back end gets touched there by the 11. And now Owens just in for a ride of his own. Takes out Babcock at the start finish line. At least Babcock was able to finish it there as Matt Tucker brings home your win here from Daytona at the Thursday Night Thriller series. I guess if anybody wants to come, any of you drivers out there listening, I think I got the broadcast waiting booth open. If you guys can join that channel, I can get you guys in for an interview. But for right now, I'm just gonna take a look at some of these accidents we had from earlier in the race and give you guys time if you want to join me. Should be able to hear you, hopefully. Let's take a look. Monitoring output. Number 4. So 1. Properties. Number 4. Okay. Let's take a look back. All right. So we had an early accident here with Louis earlier in the day. This is lap number 2. Taking another look at what happened. This wasn't Louis. This happened up with Matt Novella and Joseph Vulpes. As I believe this is when Vulpes got a little bit out of sorts there, 3 wide, went up a little higher than he needed to. And this is where kind of everything started out for this. Let's take a look. Keep your eyes on that middle truck in the 13 there. Gonna just come back up the truck just a little bit and get Matt Novella out of sorts. And this is what's going to cause that chain reaction. He's able to stay off Patrick Calgill pretty well, but after that, that is when the ensuing carnage happens. As you can see, the 03 now going for a ride. There's Louis getting involved, getting into Bryant Burr there, Stephen Burr there. Matt Novella's riding the wall. Outside safer barrier pretty hard there. At 60, look at that 60. He's going faster backwards than he is forwards. Congrats. That's got all right, cool. Matt, can you hear me? Hold on, I hear you. Give me a second, Matt. Something wrong here. Oh, hey, Matt, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Give me a second. A little rusty, Matt. It's been a while. Let me get your car here. Okay, Matt. So, running with you in other leagues and stuff. I feel like you run with Andrew Bolander a lot. Like you guys are buddies. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just the feeling I get.
Me and him. Yeah, me and him are close friends.
Right. Okay. So, were you guys just having fun up there at the front, and you're like, "Hey, I'm gonna try to I'm gonna take the run when I get it," or was it more of, did you surprise him with it? Did he think you were gonna stay with him?
Oh, I mean, we were talking in our chat, like, I was told him, I was like, I'm just gonna stay with you. Like, no, let's just race it. So, I mean, he tried to side draft me. I thought he was gonna wreck me off turn 4, but. No, it was fun. I mean, David Owens then gave me a push, and that's kind of what won me the race. And then it looked like David got squirrely off turn 4, and just had enough gap then on Vulpes. So, all in all, that was kind of fun race. I had 5.5 minutes of damage after the wreck happened to end the stage. So, that was kind of hard trying to stay out, try in the pack, but yeah, ended up getting it done.
Oh, that's awesome, Matt. And then. I've noticed something else too. I mentioned in the broadcast, like you have a knack for getting stage points, and it really helps you out in the seasons. And it's just something I noticed. But is there a strategy, or is there any tips or any ideas you can give me about like stage racing, or what goes through your mind, or does it just come kind of naturally?
Well, I mean, it's just the way the cards fall sometimes too. I mean, the way that we have the races where you limit on tires and everything. So. Sometimes it plays out where you take a set a little early, try to get points, and then give them up at the end. But no, it just comes down to strategy. And I mean, I don't really think I'm all that too much like advanced as what and some other people are in this league, but yeah, just try to do the best I can, and yeah, with the stages though. Didn't almost was gonna maybe push Andrew to a win of the stage, but we kind of got caught up in the wall, and then ended up wrecking at the end. But no, yeah, just like you said, just try to do the best I can though.
Right on, right on. And then what else we got, Matt? Oh, and then what was your thinking when you saw like that group of lap cart, like Zach's trying to stay on the lead lap? He was with David and AJ. I felt like it was kind of helping you out because it was kind of taking up a lane for people to, get by you, and the only way they'd really get situated would be to go 3 wide, start a lane on the outside. So were you okay with them being there on the inside of you on that bottom lane towards the end of the race, or how did you feel about it?
Oh yeah, I mean they're fine. I mean they're still racing for stuff too. So it looked like the 5 though. Could look ducked low at the end when he knew that wasn't gonna get the lap back. So appreciate that too, letting us race it out. But I mean they're still racing for stuff too. So I mean can't really be mad about that.
Right on. And then Matt, I guess I'll just give you the floor, man. Floor is yours. Any shout outs or anything you want to say, or the floor is yours.
I mean, just thanks for broadcasting. I know we haven't really had one in a while, with either on Wednesday or Thursday. I know they do broadcast on Monday night, but I don't make it over there too often. So but thanks for MRL. I mean, it's a really well-run league, and David Owens, Pulpus, and everybody else does a great job with it. So thanks for everybody that puts this on.
Yeah, man. Right on, Matt. We appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just helping out. I was always here from helping. Just had to blow the dust off, man. I still was like trying to figure my way out through it. It's been a while, but you guys put on a great race, and
when we watch it back, it'll be just like just knocking off the dirt off your socks. So it'll be fun.
Well, thank you, Matt, for joining us. Great, congratulations on the win. And are you eligible? Are you locked in, or do you still need to race a few more races to get locked in with your win tonight?
I don't know. I mean, I have 2 wins now, but I think I have to race at least a few more races to be playoff eligible. But I have to go back and look and see. But I think it's getting close now.
All right, and then Matt, one more question. I've just thought of: do you put any practice time in during the week, or is it kind of like you just are comfortable with the car and you can show? I know Daytona is a different, not too much practice, obviously, but obviously the pit road, that last green flag pit sequence, you guys killed it. Zach, and therefore Zach got a speeding penalty, and then they kind of threw off their group. You guys were spread out, but were able to join back together quickly and start running some nice pit lap times. But just giving you guys kudos for that, because that was I think the moment of the race. But going back to my previous question though, with the practice for like the different series you run, do you have a practice sessions, or do you just kind of show up and kick ass?
Well, I mean, it's not really. I mean, the show up part, yes. Kick ass part, not really. But
I think you're pretty good. Through my eyes, you're one of the better drivers.
With being on the sim for was about 3 years now. I mean, you learn little stuff, but no, I don't really dedicate practice time. So I mean, we got an hour of practice before the race, so that's really when my practice is.
Yeah, because I feel like I've landed on the side of both sides of it, where like I practice, and it does pay off, and then there's other times where I practice, and then like you're wrecked, and then you're just even more mad because you spent all that time during the week just to get wrecked. And so I feel like there's two ways to think about it. But all right, Matt. Well, hey, thank you for your time. Great race. Congratulations on the second win of the season. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you next Thursday, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
You got it, man. All right, guys, that was Matt Tucker there in the number 25. As you can see there, he took that was the move right there we're looking at right now on screen, which got him the win. That was coming out of turn 3 here at Daytona, and that was enough. And then Owens there, you're going to see, give him a nice little push there to edge out Bolander, the two that have been working together there during the race. So great job by everybody. I'm looking around, and yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next Thursday. Not sure where you guys are racing at just yet, so we'll look into that and get this thing more dialed in. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Tune in to Vortex Racing Network for all your racing needs. And without that, God bless you guys. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one.